At the end of August, I figured out that I had to be in Las Vegas for a trade show that was important for the Quiet Cat. I was in Vegas at the trade show. I came in a day late. On the phone, on the way up, Justin tagged. Then I learned that my dad tagged. And I was like, how can this be? These guys are killing all the deer, and when is it my turn? And it was time to sit down and try to figure out where I was gonna go. And Bob had done a tremendous job of locating some good bucks. He's had wild game cameras out on these farms, on the food plots, and really knew a good inventory of what was around. And he said, down by the spring plot, there's an 8-point. I haven't seen him, but I've got some trail cameras of him. And the stand that is on the west side of that spring plot is perfect for that southeast wind that we had. And the spring plot proved, and especially the stand that we were in on that plot, proved to be the right time and the right place. That first night, it was literally the first night of my hunt when I was in this tree with Bob, and we saw turkeys and deer and lots of does, and they're all coming to the food plot where we had this non-typical fence set up. And that fence was really derived to keep the deer out until they let the fence down. And then the food plot was really mature, and it would be the luscious or the most palatable food source. And lo and behold, there was my turn. And as you saw, or will see, that my turn was a great turn. The animals started moving in to the set, I mean, not long after we got there. You know, then the deer started moving in, and the does and the fawns coming off the hill. And a lot of them were coming from the east, but what we knew is that the buck was probably gonna come from the southwest. And probably a half an hour before I harvested the animal, we could catch glimpses of them out in the big alfalfa field. It was really hard to see, and I could catch them with my binoculars, but there's a lot of tree limbs and brush in the way. But we had a good hunch that he was headed our way, and we were ready for him when he came. Down that path, just like it was scripted out. I just made a good hit on him. That's crazy. He's a big 8-pointer. I had no idea that he was that big. Okay, he's down. We've seen him go down. We sat up there for a while because the buck just wouldn't commit to totally going down and expiring, but he is now. And let's go check him out. Yeah, that's a good buck. That's a really good buck. And the funniest thing is that our quiet cats are not 40 yards over here. That's a nice buck. Solitude Ranch. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Bob. That's a very special deer right there. Look at the size. Look at the kickers. This is the type of 8-pointer that anybody would dream of. Look at how his brow tines just curl in like that. Almost has a resemblance of an antelope. That, my friends, is a very good Wyoming whitetail buck. Flew in a day after the rest of the crew. Justin had tagged, Dad had tagged, and it was up to Jeff and I. And now I tagged. I wonder if Jeff got one. So we got in touch with those guys, and they're on their way here. So I'm just gonna drag him down to the road. I mean, the farm road is just right down here. Oh, it's pretty heavy, but it sure is nice to drag him downhill. Yo! Yeah! Oh! Look at that one!
Look at that one.
Oh, look at the beams on him.
Hey.
What a buck. What an experience for all of us. The hunt at the Solitude was 100%. Where do you go and shoot 100% on trophy mature animals? The Solitude, I guess.